guys? We're back, and future Jroc here, editor Jroc. Today, doing some editing. I just want to throw this before the video starts. You know, it's going to be a lot of time lapse, a little bit of music over it. If you like this style video, let me know so I can continue to do more like this. But we're cleaning out the HVAC box. We're putting in some new blend doors, converting it to a 7-speed from the 4-speed, and then change some wiring and a couple other small things. Currently at 57 subscribers, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And gonna put a link down in the description for all of the people, or all the links for the parts that I bought. M2 mods for amps, M squared. I'm not really sure which way you say it, but he's Mike. He helped me out a lot on this, and anything I would recommend go to him for sure. And then there was the blend doors, and then just some parts I bought from Dodge. But that's pretty much everything. So let's get right to the video. What's up, guys? We're back. Today we're going to be putting Blend Door USA 4th Gen kit in this HVAC box here. We're also going to be converting it to dual climate control. So we got to add the actuator and the wiring, and I got a couple other goodies here. Let's show you what I got here. So here's the box. We're gonna take it all apart and put in some of these parts. Let's get to it. Here's the Blend Door USA kit, all the doors and pieces and all that. There's the added wiring for well, this is kind of an add-on video to my other one. That's the wiring to go for dual climate control and automatic temperature control. So that's what that all is. I'll put M2 mods in the description if you're looking to do that kind of upgrade. Here's the HVAC box. We're also going to be adding an air filter. So with anything, this should bolt or snap right on there, because this truck didn't have a cab air filter in it. So we're going to be adding that. I got the seal kit here for the box. I just have to replace these. These are 10 years old. Got the air filter and got the other actuator. So we're going to start by just, actually, I got a heater core for that somewhere too. Don't know where I put it, but anyways, it's over there. Let's get to tearing this apart and cleaning everything. All right, so here's the box. We got all our blend doors and foams we're gonna change. A couple other blend door motors. This is out of a 2013. The nice thing is this is a single zone right now. With the, I can just actually bolt my other actuator right on here once I change the doors over to make this a dual zone box. So that's good. Let's get to tearing this apart. Obviously I didn't read the instructions yet, so we're just winging this. So that's where it's been leaking, because my cab smelled like coolant sometimes. All right, we got this section of the box apart. We got my 3 motors, or blend door actuators, whatever you want to call them. They are motors. All my screws, some old gaskets and whatnot. I did my, what did I set right here? This was leaking, as you can see. So that's kind of the main reason we're in here. We're gonna clean this all out, wipe it all down, and then swap my doors over. We gotta pop these white pieces out and replace that with the Blend Door USA ones. I'm gonna clean all this right now. I'll be back when this is clean. Okay, so we got this side blocked. A little bit wet in here still, but I just used some soap and water and a paintbrush and just kind of broke up the dirt and then wiped it all down. So it's clean enough to put everything back together. Let's get started on it. This came out this way. So here are my blend doors. My blend doors! This one. Connected that. So that goes right like so. I believe these two come over here. This one's this one. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of white grease here and just, I don't know if it needs it or not, but it makes me feel better about it. Should be this one first, if I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. We want the one with the pin first. They both have pins. Oh, Fred me. Okay, let's rewind on this.
A few moments later.
For these two doors, they almost look the same. But you'll see this has a little notch. And you can see here there's a little step. So this goes this way. Just gonna finish greasing up this end here. This goes like this. And then with any luck at all, I'll be able to put this on. Alright, there it is. This section of the box mostly back together. So let me put the Blend Door USA doors in. So this is where the motor splines to. So that'll never strip. The only thing that can strip is these, but you see they all turn nice. So I got these three in. I still have to do that one right there, but I just wanted to show you this before I put the motor on. And you saw me bolt this one on. This is the new motor. I put the new motor on this side. That way it's against the firewall and I don't have to worry about this one. I can change the other three a lot easier than I can change this one. So I'm going to stick my new heater core in there, put that other motor on, and then finish bolting this up. So we got all this cleaned up. I'm gonna stick this box back together, then we're gonna modify that and that door with that kit. Cleaned all that. I did take this UV light here. I'll just turn this light off so I can show you guys better. So if we turn the UV light on and go here, you see the green? that's the AC die. So then I just kind of went up and down and I didn't see any green in this itself. So I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't leaking, because this would be the perfect time to change that. So like I did, you know, no green coming through there. And whenever I drained my AC system, I had it evacuated, sorry. I was about an ounce low on refrigerant, given the truck's almost 10 years old. That's not terrible. So that's good. So I'm going to reuse that instead of having to buy a new one. I'm going to put this all back together, and we're going to modify that and then do the air filter modification as well. Let's get this together. Oh yes, and I washed all of this before I put it back together, cleaned it out, blew it out, hosed it off. Back together now. Here we have a new resistor. This is for the 7-speed swap that I'm doing with the new radio and all that. Otherwise, if this was going back together, you just put your old resistor back in. So I'm gonna put this one in. I'm guessing this way. Okay, so following the instructions, they want us, this is just a template. I want you to put that like that, hold it like vice grips or something that we don't drill your fingers, and then just drill the 3 holes. And then you cut this nub off, and then you mount this on the inside, just like that. And then this will come from the outside, this will be gone and go right into there. From what I read on there, they have had some people use this and just sandwich everything. So you'll have that, this will be gone, so then that goes there. And then you want to put your bolts this way, that way the heads are flush, that way they don't get in the road. So I think I'm going to start with just cutting this off, and then I want to just kind of see where this lines up, in case I have to modify. I don't think I do, because everything else seems to work out perfectly. So let's start by cutting this off. Okay, so I left just a little thin piece there, so that way when this goes in, it can't turn. I'm gonna clean this up after, but when I put this in, it's just catching. So I'm just gonna round these corners. You can see I just need to take a little bit off there, and then we'll be good. And now it sits all the way down, and I can get this right through both. So like that, I can drill these now. I'm gonna drill these, and we'll be back. See, I got it nice and smooth. You just got to be careful. You don't want to go too far. Not that it really matters once you have the plate on. I took the plate and just rounded the inside edge a little bit where it sits right in here. And then I got my 1 bolt hole. So it'll be like that. And this just goes that just goes like that. Just had to wiggle it a little bit. I gotta drill my holes slightly bigger, just because it's a 3/16 screw and I drilled the 3/16, so just a little play is good. Okay, now that it's all drilled, you got your 3 holes. They say you want this like this, and then they say to just do that, right? But they've also had some people put the plate like that, and I mean, I have the room for it, so I think I'm gonna try sandwiching it first to see, you know, a little bit extra strength. So you put this through. That'd be just like that. Put the nuts on. And then once that's all tight, this should still fit in there. Just like that. So now I'm going to tighten these. So there it is, fully installed. And this fits right in there. So now you just throw it. Set this stuff over here. I did drill the brackets out just to 30 seconds. Yeah, so, to 13/64, so just 1/64 bigger than 3/16 just to get these screws through nice. And now we put this back in there. Gonna put a little bit of white grease on here. And then put this back in the box however it came out. I don't entirely know. Okay, well, you got to witness that struggle. So now, I'm just going to dry fit here. This should fit right like that. Everything's in place. Okay, so the way this box is set up is that plate, because that plate's in there, the screw heads are hitting. So I do have to take that plate out, which isn't a big deal because I think I can get the screws, yeah, I can get the screws just like this. So make sure you test that. Okay, so actually, if I stick this in here, I might, no, not big enough. So here it is, all done. You can see I just have the plate there. I don't have the inner plate. It's right here, and the screws clear fine. I would recommend putting this piece in before you tighten those screws, just to make sure everything is aligned properly. But you can see I can flip that back and forth by hand. So now we're gonna put a little white grease on that and then cut this out. Now we have to cut this out. So I bought this, the Dodge part, part number right here, if that helps anyone. And then this is the filter number. So if I cut this out, this will snap right on, and then I can slide my filter in, and then I'll have a filtered air going through my condenser, so that won't plug again. My 2013 truck didn't have it, but for some reason my dad's 2017 Power Wagon did have the air filter. So probably best to just heat the knife up and cut that, but I'm feeling lucky tonight, boys. Now we come to the knife part. That's hot. So this fits like a glove. Now I just got to make this air filter fit. So I don't know if you have to cut this. We're gonna try it without it for now. Just like that. I've got a cab air filter now. When you pull your glove box off, makes that filter easy to change. This is all done. I'm gonna stick this all back together now. Now we'll put the two halves together. Now we're going to replace all these with this. We're going for it. So the trick with these foams is to start it and then slowly just kind of tack this down, rough it in here. But you want to make sure that you're tight here. This is more important. So then we can do that. We can kind of stretch this. All right, so here's the final product. I got all the actuators plugged back in, all my new seals on, my new heater core, my new Blendor USA doors are all in. I got all the wiring put back in place. So normally you just plug this back into here, and then that one would plug into your resistor. But because I have the added Blendor, because I'm going to a dual zone, there's just an extra wiring. So I followed this, and this wiring actually plugs in down here to the new resistor and to the to the motor. And then for this one, these two plug together. This is power to this, your old Blendor, or old motor, sorry. So those two go together. And then this just kind of dangles under the dash. We'll tape that off. So that was the Blendor USA install. I mean, overall, it's fairly simple. You know, if you got a little bit of time, you can do it yourself and save yourself some cash. Hope this helped any of you. Have a good one.